Hey everyone, good afternoon. I'm back for another edition of 10-Minute Tips, where every Tuesday and Thursday I go live on my Facebook page at facebook.com/Rakisha L. Godfrey, and I just share some strategies and tips. My name is Rakisha Godfrey. I am a business coach and business strategist. I specialize in working with creative-minded people and helping them with turning their DIYs into dollars, their crafts into coins, and their projects into profits. So I'm going to give everyone a few moments to join us before we get started. And then I also want to share this video as well. So as you join, if you have any questions, just let me know. Today's topic is going to be about determining what your target audience looks like. So I'm going to share 3 tips for doing that, and I'll do it in 10 or less. So if you have any questions as you join, then just let me know, and then we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so I just want to share this. I wish Facebook would allow me to have a custom that I can always just have on hand, but I guess it's not a priority for them, so can't really be too concerned. All right, so today is the 10th. Today is the 11th. All right. All right. Hi, y'all. Thanks for joining. I can't really see y'all's names. I don't know why. It says there are some people on, but I can't see y'all's names. So just say hi and let me know if you can hear me okay, so that way I'll know that you're here. All right. Okay. So I think I've shared it with everyone. Let me double check. Nope, I missed one. All right, one more, and then I'll just go ahead and get started. Okay. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining me. My name is Rakisha Godfrey. I am a business coach and business strategist. Hi, Samantha. Thanks for joining. And welcome back to another edition of 10-Minute Tips. Every Tuesday and Thursday at noon Eastern time on my Facebook page. I go live to share different tips and strategies that I think you might find helpful. So today, I wanted to really take a moment and talk about defining and determining your target audience. I know sometimes people will tell me like, oh, I don't have time to do that, or I don't have the money to do that. And the thing I want you all to understand about your target audience is that you cannot afford not to know who they are. Everything that everything that you do in your business will center on who your target audience is. And I'll say that sometimes when I have my clients from my consulting firm and I'll ask them, who's your target audience? And almost always their target audience is too general. Hi, Vivian. Thanks for joining. And so what I've learned is many people know that they need to have a target audience, but they don't know how to get there. So sometimes it's like, well, I know I need this, but I don't know how to get it. And so I wanted to share just 3 quick strategies that you can use today so that you can determine who your target audience is and what they look like. And so the first thing that I think you need to do is to look at the information that you already have. So look at who already follows you on social media, look at who already likes your Facebook page, and most importantly, look at who has already purchased from you. So if you have some orders already, go back and look at those people and try to analyze their information to see what types of things they have in common. Maybe they all live in the same area, maybe they all live in the type of area, like is it a rural area or is it more of a major city like Miami or Orlando or Washington, D.C. or something like that. Look at maybe if you know their education level, if they're college educated or something like that. Because what I've learned is sometimes people will say something like, oh, my target audience is stay-at-home moms. Well, do you know how many different types of stay-at-home moms there are? There are stay-at-home moms who are retired from their career. There are stay-at-home moms just are taking a break from their career to raise their kids for a couple of years. There's different types of stay-at-home moms. So you do want to make sure that you're getting specific. And one of the ways that you can do that is by looking at the information you already have at your fingertips. You can go through the stats of your Facebook page, especially to look at what your demographics are. So even if you have like 5 or 10 likes on your Facebook page, you can still do this. You can go to your Facebook page, look up your followers, look up your likes, and look at what those people look like. It'll tell you their age. And the good thing about Facebook for an entrepreneur is that you can find out everything. And so I know as a consumer, people are like, oh my gosh, Facebook knows too much. Like I could talk about Cheetos and then I'll see some ads on Facebook for Cheetos chips. But as an entrepreneur, Facebook is great because they're willing to share their information. They're willing to tell you where they live. You can tell their education level, their family structure, and things like that. And then you could even see jobs in some cases. So if you look through your Facebook page, you can look at the types of people that have liked your page. Also, like I said, go back and look at orders that you've already gotten. And even if they're your friends, you can still do this. The next thing that you need to do is to look at your product. Look at what you're selling and then figure out why you thought to sell it. Like even if it's something that you think is simple, like this t-shirt, I wanted to sell it because to Howard and I'm targeting a very specific person who would buy this, and it's someone who not only just went to Howard, but it's a female and she's really proud of it, and she's one of those people who is willing to support another bison business. And then it goes more specific than that, but just to give you all an example, you want to look at your product and to figure out why you're selling it. And then you want to figure out why someone would buy it. And this is going to help you when you're crafting your messaging around that product. So if you were to say, you know, you have like a home decor business and you're saying, well, I'm going to target stay-at-home moms. Well, you need to also figure out why you have that business and why a stay-at-home mom would want to use your business. What types of things going on in her life that would make her give your type of business the value that it deserves, so that she'll pay you, she'll come to you and she'll pay you, and she'll pay you full price, because your target audience is someone who is going to pay you full price. So if you're attracting a whole lot of people that are value shoppers, that are saying, oh, your prices are too high, I can't afford it, whatever, those people are not your target audience. So keep that in mind as well. As you're figuring out what type of product you're going to offer, and you're figuring out your messaging, if with the current messaging you have, you're continuing to attract hunters, you can look at your product, but most of all, look at the audience that you're attracting. Because if you're always attracting people who want to sell, those are not your target audience. All right. And so the third thing, and I'm just looking at my notes, the third thing you can do is look at your competition. I know I said this before, but you're not looking at your competition necessarily to copy them. You're looking at them to see where they fall short. No matter how much bigger they are than you, no matter how much more successful they are than you, they're still missing the mark. I've shared before about people being so concerned about a saturated market, but the thing is, no matter how big a company is, they cannot sell to every single person. They cannot meet every single need. That's just impossible. So what you can do is use that to your advantage and figure out what your competition is failing to do. Where are their weak points, and what are some things they're not doing that you could easily implement in your business as well. So you can go through their social media, and believe me, it's perfectly okay to do this. You can go through their social media, look at their comments, look at what other people are maybe requesting that they're not able to offer, and guess what you're going to do? You're going to offer it. And so when you're looking at your competition, you also want to keep in mind that you're competing with everyone. So like as a t-shirt business or as an apparel business, I'm also competing with Target and Amazon because they sell t-shirts as well. But what I know is, and what my advantage is I have a very specific target audience. So while I'm competing with them per se, in the sense that my customers also shop on Amazon, they also shop at Target, but since I have a very specific type of product for a very specific type of person, that's how I'm able to still go up against a Target or an Amazon or a major retailer. And that's how you can do it as well. Once you have your target audience, then you won't have to be too concerned with the stuff that it has or the stuff that any other major retailer has, because you understand your target audience. And as you get more specific about who they are and a better idea of who they are, then you can go on and focus on what your marketing is going to look like, what your ads are going to look like, and things like that. And so that's pretty much it for defining your target market. Now, I will say defining your target market is the hard part. So, you know, once you do that work to go through your Facebook, to look at what your competition is missing, and then to craft your messaging around that and look at your product, that's the hard part. Okay, so once you know who you're targeting, then everything else gets a little bit easier. Now you know what you need to say to them. Now you know what type of topics you need to talk about. Now you know what content you need to post on your social media. But you have to do the hard work first of figuring out who your audience is. Rule number one of public speaking is to figure out who you're talking to. So once you figure out who your audience is, then everything else will get a little bit easier. So that's it for today's edition of 10-Minute Tips. Just a quick announcement. I do have a masterclass coming up this Saturday called DIYs to Dollars. You can RSVP. The link is in the description. And you can also sign up for my next round of Build It Bootcamp starts on this Saturday. And you can sign up. The link is in my bio as well. So I want to thank you all for joining me. If you have any suggestions for future topics, please be sure to leave those in the comments. But I thank you, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.